Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montpetit Hall live with the GGs against the Université Laval Rouge et Red and Gold. My name is Amos Vang, and I'll be your solo commentator today. Going on a bit of a grassroots setup today, sitting up all the way up here in the stands today. Usually we have a nice announcer's table here, but you know, sometimes we always like to improvise and change things up, and that's always a very, very good thing, and also it encourages all of us to learn on the fly as well. But going back to the game, we've got ourselves an interesting matchup here. The GGs losing to the Rouge et Or 3-0 sets. So pretty much a dominant blowout happening on December 1st of 2019. However, they have just come off another loss, but taking one set after another. One set against the three sets against the previous matchup on the road on Friday. As we got ourselves our starting lineup, Avery Hughes, Trinity Lusan, Dana Bullock, Emily Lenton, Milana Grehovac, Niev Seguin. And the libero is going to be Michaela Jones starting out. This is one matchup that you certainly don't want to miss right here. Couple of first years here in the team, but seeing quite a lot of veterans playing here as well. Laval currently with a 9-5 record on the regular season. GG's having lost all 15 of their matchups so far. So apologies if there are any technical difficulties that might come by in today's game. Just waiting on the first serve at this point in time. Waiting on the linesmen, the officials, and the refs today. Bit of a wet, rainy day on a 0 or 1 degree Celsius day here. Weather up in Ottawa can be either really good or really bad. It's just a matter of which day and what kind of luck you'll be able to get from this. Laval now gets the first serve. Elizabeth Cavin, 2 years of experience serving first. That serve is high and flying. Good setup, hard spike down. That's a good first point for the GGs, opening up with first blood. As Trinity Lusan, one of the first years, getting the serve. That's a good serve. Hard spike goes down. Lenton's all over that. Jones. Hughes gets off the shield, still alive, and that's going to be good for the second point. Lusan now heading back for her second consecutive serve. All the way from Brampton, Ontario, as that serve goes just out of bounds. Seems like some of the old problems die hard. First unforced serving error on her, as Laval gets their first point off that unforced serving error. Turning back over to the line for the other side, Eloise Ross Tremblay. That's a good setup. Seguin spikes it over rather, and that's good. Finding all the empty spots there. 3-1 is the score at this point. GG's looking a little bit stronger so far, very early on in the first set, of course. Aside from that one unforced serving error, that serve is good from Milana Grehovac, another veteran. Spike just goes off the shield. Lenton sets it up. Hughes tips it over. Another tip gets back. Seguin, good dig right there. Simple set over by Bullock. Laval sends it over, finds all wooden floor, and that's the second point for them. So back and forth points going on so far. 1 point differential between these two teams. Laval serving over. This time it's Frappier taking that one. Laval sets it up, but that's an error made by them. Rare mistake there as the GGs retake the serve with their 4th point. Hughes all the way from Golden, Colorado in the United States of America, now heading behind the line for serve, her 2nd year with the program. That serve goes all the way to the back part of the court. Hard spike, better block right there. My goodness. Objection, Your Honor, as the block will go straight down. 5 points on the board now for the GGs. Hughes now back behind the line with their serve, as that's going to be good. Good setup. Hard spike into the net. And the GGs up by 4 points. A rare sight you see. You don't often see this with the GGs here, but a good lead, 6-2 early on in the first set. Hughes, nice and tight serve just over the net. Simple tip goes over. Lenton sets it up. Bullock spikes it down, gets by the shield, still alive. Hard spike. This time the block's not going to be good enough for the GGs, and Laval finally breaks the point drought. As Marianne Saint-Aubin serves it over. Frappier picks it up. Awkward situation. Hard spike goes down. Seguin. An absolute power strike right there. 7-3 with the score. Seguin. 4 years of experience with this program. First year med student here at the University of Ottawa. Good serve goes over. Bullock sets it up. Laval tips it straight over. Jones. Lenton. Bullock off the block. Lenton. Luson off the set. Still alive. We got ourselves a rally. Good tip. And that's going to catch Luson just out of reach. 7-4 is the score. So far, got some good back and forth points between both teams, but the GGs opening up relatively strong compared to their previous matchups as Frappier picks it up. Bullock sends it straight down, called just in, 8-4. Better communication rather. Much better communication on the GGs this time around. Playing with a lot more harmony so far in this game as the set just goes out of bounds. Second unforced serving error. Still going to be a bit more careful on those, but still a lot better comparably to the last 3 or 4 games. And Sophie Tanguay serves it over rather. Luson spikes it off the block, but that's going to be called hitting on the net. Too many hits as the GGs concede the serve once again, 8-6. Bringing this within 2, Laval, Rouge et Or. Looking pretty dangerous right here as Frappier, awkward reception. Simple block goes over, and that's just not going to be good. Laval finding their stride right here. GGs losing a little bit of steam early on, but again, still very on this set. Tanguay once again with a good serve. Frappier. Lenton. Luson tips it over. Still alive though. Simple set goes down. All wooden floor. 9-7. GGs break this point drought. As Emily Lenton steps behind the line, her 5th and final year with the program. Hard serve goes over. Hard spike goes down. Jones all over it. Seguin fires, hits the backside of the court. Still alive. Gets the block, and all wooden floor inbound, 10-7. As Lenton steps behind the line once again with serve. Lenton, high flying, called just inbound. Good call made there by Lenton. 11-7, bringing this within 4 now. Lenton fires to the back part of the court once again, still alive. Hard spike gets off the shield. That's going to be a good point for Laval as the GGs could not get the ball back in their own zone. Hard serve goes over. Luson. Awkward bump on that. As the service ace goes over to the Laval Rouge once again. Service is good. Lenton. Quick spike made there by Grayovac. Hard spike goes down, all wooden floor. Laval creeping their way up now within 1 point. GGs must be very careful now. They've got a very good momentum going into this first half of the set. They certainly don't want to lose this one. Lenton sets it up. Hard spike down off the block. That goes straight out of bounds. As Luson now steps behind the line for her serve, 12-10. GG's fighting hard, but Laval showing exactly why they are a force to be reckoned with. Laval picking up that serve. Spike from behind the line. Lenton sets it up. Hard spike. Avery Hughes finds the line. 13-10. As Luson back behind the line once again. That serve is good. Good setup. Hard spike. Just out of bounds. 13 or 14-10 rather. Once again, a 4-point differential as the GGs full focus. See it in their faces right now. Absolutely focused and eyes on the prize right now. Luson. Nice and tight serve just over the net. Hard spike goes straight into the net. Five-point lead. Again, a rare sight to behold for the GGs. Luson. High flying serve. As Laval is forced to bump it over. Just not enough. Hits the net. 16 points. GG's just within 9 right now of taking the first set as we head to the first timeout. As the timeout is over, GG's and Laval getting back onto the court. 6-point lead, Luson with serve. Only 2 unforced serving errors on the GGs so far in the set and in the game. Luson, good serve. Laval fires, blocked just out of bounds. Good idea made there by the GGs, but unfortunate for them, couldn't find the line. 11 points for Laval within 5 now. My goodness, that serve was one sneaky serve, but GG's still keep it alive. Luson takes that spike hard. Luson fires it down, hits the line, 17-11. GG's playing out of their minds right now early on in this game. First set playing very, very well. Fundamental after fundamental as Grajevac serves it over. Laval sends it over. But a call's going to be made there against the GG's. Unfortunate call there as Laval heads back to the line for serve. As that service goes, Luson barely gets it. Hughes is forced to set it over. Laval spikes it hard. Luson. Lenton. Bullock sends it to the back part of the court. Hard spike. Just inbounds. Just inbound. Oh, and the refs will rather overrule the linesman's call and calling it out instead. And the GG's instead will now have the serve behind the line. Hughes, 18-12. Her first serve once again. Hard serve goes over, and a good ace on top of that. 19-12. Another timeout being called on this one. A 7-point lead. GG's looking pretty strong in this one. Laval also playing a good game, but just not able to outplay the GG's so far. We'll have to see what exactly is going to happen as we head back from this timeout. As the GG's, their second last home game today, their final home game on February 9th. So they certainly want to end this on a higher note than the majority of the season as we head back from the timeout and back to the serve once again. Hughes behind the serve. Sends it over. That's a good serve. Hard spike goes in. Luson picks it up. Lenton. Seguin gets the block. Unfortunate as they could not respond off the block. Laval gets the point in. Good effort from both teams. 6-point lead. GG's within 6 of taking the first set. Luson picks it up. Lenton. Bullock tips it over. Didn't catch Laval off guard. They spike it hard. Fabier, good reception on that one. Simple tip. Fabier keeps it alive. Lenton, bit of miscommunication there, but still alive. Simple tip gets in. Unfortunate as Lenton couldn't keep her hand on the ball and send it back the right trajectory. Laval with their second consecutive serve now. Another timeout being called here as the GG's just have to be very careful here. Timeout over. GG's Laval back on court. As Marianne Saint-Aubin serves it over. High flying serve. Luson picks it up. Lenton sets it over. Too many hits called on Laval. A rare error made by them as the GG's break 20 points. Again, once again, behind the line for serve. That serve is good. Laval, awkward reception, spikes it way out of bounds. GG's doing very well. Seguin. back once again with serve. Couple of substitutions coming in at this point. As this time, Beatrice Lamarche steps in for Laval, waiting on a 7-point lead. Seguin, nice and tight serve, and gets the ace straight down. 22-14. My goodness, Seguin doing well to try to get the GGs a quick win as fast as possible here. Another timeout called in, as we'll be back after this one. That's the second last timeout available that's been used for this first set. As again, back behind the line once again. High flying serve goes to the back part of the court. Awkward reception. Laval spikes it over, just gets by the block though. As Laval is still keeping things alive here with their 15th point. Maud Chapelot now heading behind the line. 4 years of experience in this league. From Quebec City, Quebec. Serves it over, high flying. Called, good call, out of bounds by the GGs, calling a good out of bounds, and 23 points now for the GGs. Bullock, another longtime veteran, back on the serve. Serves it over good. Simple setup, hard spike. That's going to be called out of bounds. Refs having the final call on that. 24 points. The GGs with a 9-point lead right here could be taking set point right here. Bullock, hard serve, awkward reception. Laval bumps it over. Seguin sets it up. Lenton sets it up. Luson blocked, but still alive. Luson tips it over, and that's going to be the good set point for the GGs. 25-15. My goodness, a stellar start by the GGs. They are in the lead, 1-0. We'll be back shortly in just 3 minutes with live action of the second set. Could this be a turnaround for the GGs? We'll have to wait and see. Welcome back to live action between the GGs and Le Rouge et Or. Amos Vang here, your sole commentator for today, as the GGs taking the first set handily by 10 points, 25 to 15 in the first set. Great start made by them. The question is, can they maintain that performance in the second set? Both teams refreshed and ready to go. As Lenton steps behind the line for serve here. Lenton's serve, rare error made by her. First service error of this set as Laval takes the first point. Hard serve goes over. Lenton sets it up. Spike goes over. Frappier keeps it alive. Hughes tips it over just past the block. Hard spike goes down. Unfortunate touch there by Lenton. 2 points now by Laval. That serve just clips the net right there. Lenton sets it up. Luson sets it all the way to the back part of the court. Hard spike just gets off the shield. Gets off the net. Luson fires, blocked, and that's good and in. Laval with 3 consecutive points. GG's not finding their groove yet in this set. Serve high and flying. Lenton, unfortunate, couldn't save the ball in time. 4 points consecutive. Oh boy, an ugly, ugly start for the GGs, but an amazing start for Laval. Serve just goes over. Frappier picks it up. Lenton bumps. Hughes spikes way out of bounds. What's going on here? All of a sudden, the GG's completely out of form, unlike what they were in the first set. 5-0 so far. That's a nice and tight serve there. Lenton sets it up. Hard spike goes down out of bounds again. This is unfortunate right here, as Laval finding their groove by a dominant margin in this one. Seguin picks it up. Lenton. Grayovac sends it to the back part of the court. Simple tip. Awkward reception made there by Hughes. 7-0. As Laval serves it over. Awkward reception again. 8 consecutive points. That is an ace right there. As rightfully so, GG's calling a timeout right here. We'll be back after this one. As the timeout is over and Laval serves once again. Awkward reception again. My goodness, 9 consecutive points. Beatrice Lamarche is having the time of her life right now. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Laval is absolutely destroying the set right now. Great serve goes over. Lenton sets it up. Finally, Luson breaks the point drought right here. GGs have a mountain to climb right now. They will have to respond back with 8 consecutive points of their own if they even want a chance at this one now. Luson with the spike and the serve. Serve just clips the net. Service ace right down. 2 points on the board. As we have another set going in, serve going in again. Once again, 1 kill on Luson's record so far in this game. Hard block down. That's a good block. Objection, Your Honor. No point given to the Laval Rouge et Or. We will take it. We, the GGs, 3 points. As Luson, once again, 1 kill to her name, 4 digs to her name in this game so far. Another service ace coming in. GGs bringing this within 5, now at 4 points. Lots of pressure going on Luson right now. As that serve goes out of bounds. An unforced serving error there. She will do her part in bringing this a bit more manageable for the GGs, but Laval at double digits already in this set. Luson receives. Seguin fires. Out of bounds. No final touch on Laval. As Laval once again behind the line with serve. High flying serve. Just called inbounds. Service ace. Unfortunate. Unlucky for the GGs. As Babo serves it over. Luson picks it up. Lenton. Hughes blocked all the way out of bounds. That block went across the court. Rare situation, but the GGs capitalize on this out of bounds. 5 points on the board for them. As Grajovac steps behind the line, 2 kills, 1 dig in the first set. Grajovac. Hughes off the block. Good for 6 points. Grajovac serve is good. Spike behind the line. Hits the block. Hits the net, rather. Too many hits called against Laval Rouge et Or, but regardless, the GGs bringing this now within 5 points. Grajovac. Serve. Nice and tight, just over the net. Hard spike goes down. My goodness, hits Grajovac in the head there. Oh boy, but Laval at the halfway point of the set. As they regain serve once again. Monchaplot serves it high and flying. Flapier, awkward reception there. Bullock sends it just back into Laval's zone. Bullock. Lenton. Seguin. No good, 4 points. Hard spike gets off the shield. Lenton. Seguin. Hits the line at the corner. Yep, good call made there. 8 points now for the GGs. GGs finding something a lot better than they did at the beginning of this second set as Hughes serves it over. Spike from behind the line, just in bounds. Completely caught off guard, Flapier. 14 points now for McGill. As they have a bit of a comfortable lead in this one, leading by 6. Back at the serve, Louise Ross Tremblay. 1 dig on the first set. As Chaplot comes back in. Just waiting on Laval's serve right now. High flying serve. Just couldn't get enough height on that one. Luson, unfortunate right there. As Laval is now 10 points away from taking the second set and getting their first set in this game. Lenton. Seguin fires, finds the wooden floor. 9 points, please. Seguin, rare serving error on her part. That's the first service error that I have seen in a long time. As we head to a timeout, score is 16-9 after that unfortunate start of a 9-point consecutive. As this timeout ends, Laval serve GG's trailing behind. High flying serve, Jones, Lenton. Bullock sends it down. Awkward reception, and that will cost Laval. GG's breaking double digits back in this one. Bullock behind the line, serves it over, high flying, but Laval keeps this one alive. Simple tip, Lenton. Luson off the net. Hard spike goes down just out of bounds. GG's capitalizing on this one. Bullock serves it over, nice and tight, just over the net. Awkward reception as it hits the net. Unfortunate for Rougeau, and Bullock now bringing this within 4. Bullock serves it over, just clips the net. Laval sets it up, simple tip. Luson sends it over. Hard spike gets off the shield. And Laval breaks this point drought here. 17 points on the board for them. As Cavin serves behind the line. High flying serves again, picks it up. Lenton, Luson off the shield. Chaplot, Hughes bumps it over. Hard spike goes down, all wooden floor as Laval gets the point finally on this one. Cavin, Seguin, good bump. Lenton, Grehovac sends that ball flying straight into the ceiling. As Laval and GG's bring this within 5. Back at serve now. Lenton, certainly a busy player on the court, serving as a setter and also serving right now. Good serve, service ace there. 14 points incoming. Lenton Good serve. Cavin. Chaplot absolutely blocked as the GGs bring a bit more life into this one. 15-18. Lenton, nice and tight serve just over the net. Lenton. Luson tips it over. Laval sets it up, regroups. Good spike, but that's just out of bounds, however. 16 points, GG's within 2 now. A lot more manageable now for the GGs after that 9-point drought at the beginning of this set. Lenton serves it. That's a good serve. Chaplot, good tip. Good response made there by the GGs. Frappier, Lenton, Graovac just gets over. Hard spike goes down. Frappier, it's all over that. Hughes tips it over. We got ourselves a rally. Simple tip. Frappier keeps this one alive. Lenton, Seguin bumps it over to the back part of the court. Simple set. Just gets the tip over, but just alive. Chaplot sends it. Unfortunate as Lenton just got the final touch on that one. A good rally made there, but a mistake made there by Lenton. 19 points now on the board for Laval. Lamouche now at the serve. That's a good one. Lenton. Seguin finds the line and brings the serve back. Heading back now with Luson behind the line. She's already been in this position just a few minutes ago as she serves it nice and tight just over the net. Hard spike goes down, all wooden floor. Back and forth points for both teams, 20-17, a close one, but Laval now 5 points within taking the set. Jones picks it up, Lenton. Seguin, unfortunate, hits the net. A timeout's going to be called right here. GG's going to have to get every bit of momentum here. Laval just has to hold them off to get this second set. We'll be back after this one's over. Hard fought set here. 9-point drought turned now within a 4-point game. Laval, high flying serve, Frappier, Lenton. Hughes, just out of bounds. Laval now within 3. Looking to be set point here for Laval pretty soon. Luson picks it up, though. Lenton. Seguin tips it over. Set up. Laval sends it. My goodness, just clips over the net, and Laval now within 2 points of taking the set. In a 6-point lead right here. Frappier, Lenton, Luson spikes it. Out of bounds, unfortunate error there. Or, however, apologies for the mistake. The refs overruling the call. It's actually a final touch on Laval, and the GGs will take the point, however. So not over yet, 18-23, as Graovac has serve. That's a good serve. Awkward reception. Laval keeps this one alive. Hard tip, just gets off the block. Lenton. double hit on that. You got to be more careful on those calls right here. Miscommunication, that'll cost you 24 points now for Laval. Set point. As Chapelot serves behind the line. I can't talk today, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying serve and set all the time. But that serve is going to be good. Hughes picks it up. Lenton, hard spike down by Bullock. 19 points on the board now for the GGs. They will have to score 5 consecutive points to bring themselves within a much more manageable position here. Hughes serves it over, clips the net. Hard spike. That's the final touch on the GGs, and Laval will take this set 25-19 as they respond back. Game currently is at 1-1 sets. Who will come out on top on the third set? As we'll be back after 5 minutes. Welcome back to live action as the GG's taking on Le Rouge et Or. Sets tied 1-1 apiece. Laval this time starting out serve. Amos Vang, your sole commentator for this match so far. Just waiting on a couple of substitutions going in so far, but starting off to serve here, Elizabeth Gavin, playing both previous sets. 13 assists, 1 service ace, 3 digs so far in the game. Just waiting on a couple of discussions here on the ref and the officials here. Bit of a nice crowd here, about 70% capacity here. Pretty nice crowd going in, cheering on the GGs, giving their energy as much as possible to the home team right here. And the question is, will the GGs rock Laval or will Laval rock the GGs? We'll have to see what happens going into this set right here. That serve just goes over. Luson picks it up. Luson over. Chaplot fires. Portia Cooper. That was a high flying bump. Didn't hit the ceiling. DeYoung picks it up. Cooper sends it over. Spike goes over. Unfortunate as Frappier just out of the reach there. Laval once again opens up the set with the first point. Cavin serve is good. Cooper, awkward bump there. Gonna be a call against Laval there. Refs making the call in favor of the GGs. 1-1. Lineup's going to be pretty interesting right now. We've got Luson, Melnick, Cooper, Young, and Jones. 4 of the players on the court right now are first years. Luson manages to sneak the serve just over the net. Cooper, Melnick, Young keeps it in though, however, as the call is going to be made in favor of the GGs right here. Once again, GG's now taking the lead. Luson got very lucky with that serve just getting over the net, but got to be a bit cleaner on her serves here. Just like I said, unforced service error. Got to be very careful on those. 2-2 now is the score. Back and forth points. Just a bit of a discussion between the officials and the stats table right here. Not too sure what's going on. A bit of delay there. Probably a dispute with one of the calls, or a glitch with the with a technical glitch with the shot clock. Yeah, that is, because it's supposed to be 2-2, but there we go. Finally, the point's going to go up there. 2-2 is the score at this point. Patience is key. You don't want to go into this game too fast if you don't have the utmost accuracy in counting these points right here. still waiting on some more technical glitches right here. I thought the serve was going to be service right here, so apologies for the dead air right here. That was one of the longest delays I've ever seen in the season so far for volleyball. As the serve just goes over. Good bump. Cooper fires. Great kill made there. GG's get the serve back. As the GG's go up to serve at this point in time. That serve's going to go straight into the net, actually hitting Bullock in the head. Alana's going to be a bit more careful with those serves there, as the game is still tied up 3-3. Melnick just barely gets the ball over. Jones, Melnick, Cooper. Awkward reception there as the GGs get the point, 4-3. Back and forth serve passages right here. Cooper back behind the line, one of the first years here. This is her first set in this game being played right now. High flying serve, out of bounds yet again. We've seen these issues going so far with most of the first years in the GG's program. They got to be a bit more careful on these serves, but with time, with more experience, they'll be a lot cleaner on these serves. But for now, the game is tied 4-4. High flying serve, Lusan. Hard spike goes over. Simple tip gets in. Unfortunate, Jones couldn't get over it. As Laval takes the lead in this one. Six kills. 5 digs, Chaplot. As Frappier picks it up. Hard spike goes over Jones. My goodness. High flying spike rather. Jones from behind the line. Hard spike breaks the shield. 6-4 as Laval has their first 2-point lead in this match. Chaplot, high flying serve. Melnick sets it up. Bullock fires it down, but denied the point. 7-4, Laval breaking away with this one with a 3-point lead. That's a high flying serve. Bullock serves it, spikes it over. As the refs calling in favor of the GGs right there. Jones back behind the line with serve. Nice and tight serve just over the net, and that's good enough for an ace. GG's now within 1. Jones only playing 1 set in this match so far. That serve is good. Awkward reception by Laval. They keep this one alive, however. Cooper, Melnick. Hard spike. Lusan just out of bounds there. You gotta be cleaner on these ones. 8-6. Tremblay. Ross Tremblay now behind the line for Laval. Serves it straight into the net. Bullock getting a bit more veteran power here. Bullock serves it over. Hard spike. Jones all over that one. Jones once again. Hard spike, gets by the shield. Nobody to cover up the hole there. That's a 9-point incoming for Laval. This has been a very close game so far. The GGs just need a momentum shift right here. Nice and tight serve by Laval. Jones from way behind the line, but spikes it way over out of bounds. That serve once again going straight into the net. 2-point differential right here. Melnick now heading behind the line for serve. Melnick playing her first set in this match so far. Also a very busy person, setting and serving. Laval, good moves made there, tricking the GGs completely off guard there. GGs almost always fall for those tricks by any team of the RSCQ. High flying serve, Frappier, Melnick. Luson, hard spike goes in. That's going to be going all the way out of bounds across the court. Back and forth points. Both teams brutally grinding their way all the way up the set. High flying serve, and that's a good service ace right there, bringing this within one. Lusan had a decent set, first two sets that is, serving as the ball is sent high and flying, still alive though. Jones, Melnick, Cooper. Laval's all over that one. Melnick, Frappier, Cooper, still alive. Laval sends it over, a hard spike, all wooden floor. They get the point back. Lamanche, once again, she had an amazing 9-point consecutive in the second set. Jones sending it over. Tip gets over. Cooper gets to it just at the last second. Jones gets off the shield. Hard spike goes down, breaks through the shield. 13 points has Laval, breaks through the halfway point of the set. That's a hard serve, just out of bounds. Luckily for the GGs, Laval has been making a lot more service errors in this set. You just gotta be a lot more careful though if you're the GGs. Play this much cleaner than you were in the second set. That's a hard serve, beautiful service ace, all wooden floor. Alana Young now back behind the line once again. That's another high-flying serve. Unforced service error right there. Now it's a 14-12 game. Melnick, hard spike, just gets whiffed a little bit, but still good enough. Luson, Melnick, Luson. Out of bounds, good call by Laval as Laval pulls away with a 3-point lead. Laval's serve goes over. Awkward reception there. Luson. Jones. Bullock sets it over. Luson, Melnick, Bullock, off the block. Melnick, Jones on the line. 13 points for the GGs. Cooper now behind the line. That's a good serve. Good set. Hard block on that. Still alive. Another good block by Bullock. Hard spike goes way out of bounds. 14 points for the GGs within one once again. This is one battle of attrition right here. Hard serve goes over. Hard spike goes in. That's going to be good for Laval. Responding back and forth with point after point as we finally have a timeout in this set. Timeout over. 16-14, a 2-point differential. Serve goes over well. Melnick. Bullock off the block. Unfortunate for the GGs, but Laval takes this one 17-14. 8 points away from now taking the third set. Hard serve goes over. Frappier picks it up. Jones spikes it over. Hard spike. That's going to be called net violation called against Laval right there. As the GGs get this point back right now. Jones now behind the line with serve once again. That's a good serve. And an even better one for service ace. Back within one. GGs are certainly fighting hard and harder and harder. Jones out of bounds again. 18-16. Still a very good performance so far by a line that is mostly composed of rookies in this game so far. Ross Tremblay picks it up with the serve. Lusson fires one. Hard spike, blocked absolutely right there. Objection, Your Honor. As GGs now have 17 points on the board. Dana now back behind the line with serve. Bullocks, good serve, goes over. Tip goes in. That's not going to be good enough for the reception there as Laval back and forth points here, grinding their way up to 25 at 19-17. Tanguay, nice and sneaky serve right there. Gets the service ace. 3 kills to her name on the match so far. Laval 20-17. Hard spike goes down. And that's going to be good for 21 points to 17 points as we head to yet another timeout. Timeout's over. Laval back on serve. Melnick. Loose on. All the way out of bounds. As we got a 5-point lead differential here. Laval 3 points away from closing this one out. Gigi's losing a bit of steam here. Young. Awkward reception. Out of bounds once again. This is unfortunate now, 23 to 17. One more timeout being called right here again. Can the GGs find their groove and come back in this one? Dangerous situation now for the GGs. On serve now, Tongue serves it straight to Jones. Young sends it over. Hard spike goes in. That's a good block on that spike right there, 24 to 17. One more point. This is set point for Laval. Looking to close this out in dominant fashion. Sneaky serve. Service ace to end the set. They take the third one. As we head into the fourth set, GG's looking like they're probably losing too much steam, but they've got a bit of a mountain to climb once again. Behind 2-1. We'll be back after 3 minutes with live action of the fourth set. Welcome back to the fourth set of action. Laval leading Ottawa 2-1. GG's finding themselves in a very familiar position. The question is, will history repeat itself? As the GG's just waiting on a couple last-minute adjustments here. Laval on the other side as well. Lenton to open up the set with serve. High-flying serve goes over. Hard spike goes down. Just called inbound. Laval gets first blood in this one. Line up on the GG's are now back to majority veterans. Seguin, Hughes, Lenton, Grayovac, and Frappier as well. Lusan. Awkward reception, just clips the net. Grayovac sends it to the back part of the court. Hard spike goes down, my goodness. You could hear this even straight through the headset. That was a loud bang right there, and Laval takes it 2-0. I had to reel back from that one, my goodness. Good serve goes over, that is Tanguay. Hughes, absolutely blocked right there. 3 points to none, Laval. Tanguay once again back behind the line with serve. She's had an incredible serving day so far. Tanguay, powerful, powerful serve. Gets the ace right there, 4-0. Serve goes over, but that hits the net. That's a rare error made by Tanguay, the first one of the set, as the GG's finally get served back on their own side. Lusan. 4 kills to her name. Tip goes over, but officials calling on that one, and the point's going to go right over to the GG's. Lusan serves it straight into the net. Unforced service error there as they concede the serve back over the other side. Lusan. Lenton. Seguin off the shield. Good tip over. Good block on that one. Laval keeps this one alive. Good block on that one. My goodness. GG's 3 consecutive blocks there. A strong, strong performance thus far. As Grayovac serves it over. Awkward reception. That's a good service ace as the GG's back within 1. Grayovac serves it over. Good setup. Hard spike down. My goodness. All the power into that one. 6-4. Laval with a power level of over 9,000 gets a 2-point lead right here. Hard serve, high and flying. Lenton sets it up, bumps it up rather. Lusan fires one. That's a fiery shot there. Simple setup. Seguin. Lenton. Hard spike down. Lenton. Bullock. Unfortunate. Hits the net. Just not high enough. 7-4. Just like that, all that effort, getting this within 1, now back to within 3. Laval serves it over. Luson. Lenton digs for it. Simple tip. Seguin. Lenton. Hughes out of bounds. 8-4 is the score right now. Things are looking pretty ugly now for the GGs. Chapelot once again serving it over. Seguin. Lenton. Bullock spikes it straight down. 5 points now as Hughes steps behind the line. Hughes. That serve. Nice and powerful. Hard spike goes straight down. However, the ref's calling on that one, giving the GGs the point there. Laval a bit confused about that one. Regardless, GGs will definitely capitalize on this point here. Hughes once again with serve. That serve is good. Hard spike, even better block. Laval keep this one alive. Tip goes in, hits the block, however. Hard spike goes out of bounds, and the GGs back within 1 at 7 points. It's been a repeat of the third set. The question is, can the GGs break through and tie things up? Hughes, awkward reception, just hits the net. That's going to be too many hits there. 8-8. They will tie things up. GGs showing a lot of fight left in them. Hughes serves it over, nice and tight, just over the net. Hard spike, even better block right there as the GGs get the lead in this one. Just a couple of substitutions incoming for Laval. Saint-Aubin now stepping on, and Cavan stepping off for Laval. Hughes once again with serve. That's a good serve. Good setup, high enough. Hard spike, just finds the corner as Laval breaks the point drought, 9-all. Laval waking up to this right now. Eloise Ross-Tremblay serves it over. Awkward reception, but Seguin picks it up. That's a good setup. Seguin fires. Frappier. Seguin blocked again. Just hits the line as Laval gets their 10th point and regains the lead. Hard serve goes over. Luson picks it up. Lenton. Bullock tries to dunk it down. Luson. Seguin lobs one over. That's a high-flying one. Unfortunate error there. Luson got the final touch on that one. She just has to make better calls on that. Now it's a 2-point lead after the GG's hard-fought effort. 3-point consecutive. Laval. Tremblay. Fires one straight to the net. GG's now within 1. Seguin heading back behind the line for serve. High flying serve. Hard spike goes down. Unfortunate. All the power to that one. 12-10 is the score there. Tanguy, Lenton, Luson, blocked hard, all wooden floor. GG's now back to 3, 13 to 10. Halfway point for Laval. Serve goes straight to the net. Fast-paced service errors here and there as Bullock hits behind the line. Bullock. Nice and sneaky serve. Very lucky for her. Clips the net. Gets the service ace down, 12 to 13. Bullock. Good serve. Simple set goes in. Seguin all over that one. Simple tip goes in. Nice and quick plays made there. Gigi's all of a sudden within 13 to 13, tie game in this fourth set. Bullock. Good serve. Unfortunate error made there as Laval gets the serve back, 14 to 13. Seguin. Lenton. Lusan. Hard spike goes down. Seguin wasn't fast enough for that. 15 to 13. GG's having moments of glory here and there, but just like that, always losing momentum there. But they have quite a lot of potential here that they have to just be able to tap in more. Lenton. Lusan blocked. Absolutely blocked there. Laval now a 3-point lead. Once again, 9 points away from match point. As we head to the first timeout in this game. Will the GGs take this set and draw it to set 5, or will Laval take the match? First timeout is over. 16 to 13. Dangerous, dangerous situation right here for the GGs. Potential game set match for Laval. As Seguin picks it up. Hard spike gets in. Miscommunication there, unfortunate, as Hughes and Seguin couldn't get to the ball there. 17 to 13 now is the score. Another timeout called immediately after this point. We'll be back after this one. Coach Lionel certainly wants to get the GGs back in this one and bring this to a set 5. The score is 17 to 13, 4-point lead. It's certainly a hill to climb now. Lenton. Lusan tips it over. Hard spike gets off the shield. Simple set goes over, and that's going to be good. 14 points incoming for the GGs as Lenton heads back behind the line for serve. Hard serve goes over. Good setup. Good tip. Couldn't get by the block, though. Jones. Set up into Luson. Didn't touch the block there, and Laval 18-14. 7 points away now at La Manche. A deadly, deadly server here. Potentially finding strong stride right here, as that serve is going to be good. Unfortunate, as the GGs couldn't keep their hands on that one good enough, as 19 points now for Laval in this fourth set. High flying serve. Lenton. Luson to the backside. That's going to be just in. 15 points incoming for Luson's serve. That serve is good. Awkward reception. Laval sends it over. Lenton spikes it over, just gets off the shield a little bit. Spike behind the line. Lenton keeps this one alive. Grejovac. Seguin sends it over. Hard spike, blocked, and it's good. Three points separate Le Rouge et Or and the GGs at this point in the match. A couple of substitutions coming in, with Luson once again behind the line with serve. High flying service received. Hard spike goes down just out of Jones's reach. It's now 20 points, Laval within 5 this time. Awkward reception. Luson is forced to send it over. Hard spike, my goodness. An absolute power strike right there. A firecracker just absolutely came out of that one. 21 points now for Laval. 5-point lead as we head to this timeout. After one fiery spike to take the 21st point for Laval, time out of this fourth set, 21-16. GG's on the ropes at this point in the game. Luson, Lenton, Seguin fires one. Nothing seems to be going through at this point, but Fapier picks up for the GG's. Seguin fires past the shield. Hard spike goes in just off the block. That is going to be good for 22 points. Could this be too little too late for the GGs? That's a good call made there by Fapier as the serve goes out of bounds. Unforced service error. Grejovac now behind the line. She will have to score 5 consecutive points to bring this within a tie game and to make this much more manageable for the GGs. Hard spike. Gets by the shield. Good setup. Hard spike goes down. Luson wasn't fast enough to get that one. And the 23rd point for Laval, 2 points away from taking it over. Once again, with serve, it is Chapelot. 7 kills on the match, 7 digs as well. Sneaky shot there made by Bullock, and that's going to be good for 18 points as Hughes heads behind the line with serve. Hughes. Good serve. Tricky situation, Lenton. Second, fires, and that is good for 19 points. Going back to that play there, the GGs have just a little bit cleaner on that one with the 2 hit combos. Oftentimes just a little bit out of their reach, but that was a good shot called there as Hughes once again with serve. Hughes, good serve. Laval sets it over. Lenton. Second, fires, and gets a second consecutive point there. GG's now at 20. As we head to this timeout, can the GG's catch up to this one? As the timeout ends here, 23-20. Hughes back at the line for serve. Good service. Dunked down all wooden floor as Laval 24-20 on match point. Ross Tremblay now behind the line. Papier, Lenton, second. Hart, spike goes down, just inbound, and that is game, set, match. Strong start for the GGs, but could not maintain the performance, and Laval takes this one 3-1, giving the GGs another loss on the season, but a valiant effort made by the GGs here. Lots of improvements here. Thank you so much for watching this live edition of GG's Women's Volleyball here at Montpetit Hall. Join us next time on our last home game, February 9th, as the GGs will hopefully close out the season with a strong finish here. My name is Amos Vang. Thank you so much for listening in. Your sole commentator for today. Signing off for now. Till next time. Good night.